Hi, everybody, and welcome to this We Create EDU Hangout. Today, I have a very special guest. We are going to be talking with BoClips, and they're going to describe a little bit about their company and how we can all work together. So would you like to give a little overview of yourself and what BoClips is?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name's Zoe Moore. I'm the content director here at BoClips. So BoClips is essentially a content aggregation platform. We work with education publishers and ministries of education all around the world, enabling them to license relevant video content for use in their products. So BoClips was established in about 2014, whereby the founder of the business, he wanted to really build a safe, secure environment for educators to access video content, which was rights assured and also relevant to the education curriculum that they are teaching. So in the early days, we launched in 2015 in January with about 30,000 clips on the platform from a handful of different content providers, Associated Press, Bloomberg, and a couple of other of the more kind of like newsy and more stock footage collections. Over time, in the last 4 years or so, we've grown our asset base to around about 2 million clips, and we work with circa 75 different content producers from all over the world. Really, the ambition is for us to build a matrix which covers wide age range and subject matter of video content for licensing. So we have a couple of different kinds of business models. The first, which has been the kind of the core business, if you like, since our inception, has been working with education publishers, ministries of education, really working with kind of B2B, business to business. They will simply use the BoClips platform as an entry point to access. So producers, editors, they will go onto BoClips. They need to sign in to do so because it's a safe environment. They will source video content that they want to embed within their e-learning courseware or whatever particular education courseware that they're creating. So that's really what we've been doing to date. We also offer a streaming subscription model whereby the BoClips material, content on it, or a subset of the material is made available for licensing in that particular way, again, to the B2B market. A newer conception of ours is developing a product which is specifically for teachers. So over the last kind of 3-4 months or so, we've been trialing BoClips, a version of BoClips specifically for the teacher market. We have received some robust feedback from a trial group of teachers based out predominantly in the US and the UK. They've been feeding back to us on the good, the bad, the ugly, what they really think about the platform. We've now taken on board all of that feedback, and we're now developing a product that teachers are going to love to release that in Q4 this year or Q1 next year. We'll be doing that in one of two ways, either going directly to market ourselves or working with companies who already have penetration within the school, within the district, within the institution market. So that would be a platform which is a service whereby BoClips will be offered on a kind of all-you-can-eat basis. And the revenue back to the content partners will be the same as the kind of the download option, as we call it, which is a 50-50 revenue share back to everyone. So we did just a little further note on the content. As I said, we work with circa 75 different content producers from all around the world. They can, we have lots of different types of material. So stock material, we have a lot of news material. We have a lot of what we call instructional content. And the instructional material really, it's what you guys do. So it's content which is circa 3 to 7 minutes or length, sometimes a little shorter, a little longer than that. And all of them command a different kind of price point, and they're all used by educators in a slightly different way. But we do find that the instructional material is in high demand, and across all manners of subjects as well. So we cover, we have science material, we have English language learning material, material in other languages, history content, but we're really looking to boost the material that we have got covering all of those subjects and from different to teach to different age groups as well.
In different languages too, correct?
Yes,
that's what
absolutely.
You're looking for.
Absolutely. So we do, the majority of the content that we've got on BoClips now is in English. We're really looking to boost the amount of content that we've got in any other languages, but particularly Spanish, from both European and Latin American Spanish, French, Arabic, Gulf and Egyptian Arabic, German, Italian, Portuguese, again from Latin American and European as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. And you said you accept all lengths, but the ones that do best are probably, would you say 5 to 7 minutes? Is that correct?
Yeah, we find that that's really the sweet spot. The feedback that we've received both from our B2B customers and from the trial that we've undertaken quite recently is that the 3 to 5 minutes is really the 3 to 7 minutes, excuse me, is really about the right length. Material which is longer is not automatically excluded by any shape or form. We do have material which is longer from a number of your co-creators actually on We Create EDU. So yes, we can consider material of any different length.
So if someone was interested in working with you, how would they go about doing that?
Well, we would love to have a chat, and so we can give you a demonstration of the platform, just kind of go through any specific queries you may have. One thing I didn't talk about is the relationship that we had formed with YouTube EDU at the tail end of last year, whereby we work quite closely with them to really help a number of your channel, a number of EDU channels come onto the platform already. So we are working with about 30 different 30 different YouTube channels currently. So very happy when we have a conversation to embellish on that in a bit more detail. But it's actually quite a simple, straightforward process. I mean, we really want to make the process as streamlined and as pain-free for you guys. So, I mean, clearly we have a contract negotiation, which we would undertake, and a point of execution, we would need to take receipt of your video assets and the metadata that you have as well. So the metadata is quite important for discoverability purposes on the platform, quite obviously. We can take receipt of content from you, of the physical asset from you in a number of different ways. MRSS feed, API, if there is that capability in place. Secondly, AWS bucket-to-bucket transfer, hard drive. We can be very flexible. We have a team in place who can walk you through, who can assist and walk you through any steps that we may encounter. Secondly, the metadata. You know your content the best, and so we like to be directed by you guys. However, we do understand that people are quite time poor, so anything that we can do to assist in that is we're very happy to do so. So on ingest of the assets onto the platform, we would undertake a marketing campaign. Typically, that would involve some visibility on the platform. So we would feature your logo, a description of the kind of material that you can provide. We have on the home page collections, whereby they feature a subset of material from to promote either a specific subject, but we use them as well to promote content partners. So we would design a collection which is specifically to promote your particular channel, and send email blasts out to our custom-made database to announce this new collaboration. Looking forward, we attend a lot of trade shows, and so there would be visibility there, whereby we would be discussing with potential and existing customers new content that we've received to the platform. We also have got, in line with the development of the business to teacher product, we have got an individual who is based out in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's really she is tasked with taking the BoClips product out to the teacher community, evangelizing it. We also have got a number of BoClips ambassadors, if you like, who are either teachers or education professionals who go to kind of teacher-specific, conferences, teacher-specific events, most particularly in the US at the moment, who present on BoClips and who really take us out into the marketplace directly as well. We also issue regular email blasts, to coincide with events and anniversaries, whereby we would use content partner content as an opportunity to promote content partner content as well. And just finally, to close off on that, we would issue a manifest to the content partner on a quarterly basis, which would describe which clips have been sold into what territory, the cost, and the duration of the license as well.
And it's a non-exclusive license too, right? They can still have stuff on their YouTube channel and on BoClips.
Absolutely, non-exclusive license. We would love to take any material which is available, which is appropriate, which is free of rights complications. Put that onto BoClips, but absolutely free to work on YouTube or with anyone else that you work with as well.
And there was a question, do they have to remove like intros, outros? I know some people have sponsors on some of their videos, or they direct them to Patreon. So should, if they were accepted, would they take most of that out before they put it on your site?
We would prefer to take material which is clean, if you like. From an educational point of view, if there's a little kind of tag at the end whereby someone's saying, click below to subscribe, it doesn't really work in that kind of education environment. However, if you are able to remove any sponsorship, etc., from the video, and you can do it, fantastic. If not, it's something that we can assist with here as well.
Because you said you have like editors that kind of help out a little bit, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're kind of fully geared up for a team. We've got a team here who've got the capability and the technology, quite obviously, to do that too. So yes.
And I believe before you said you could, depending on what content you had that might have had different rights, some content that you might have already put in your videos has downloadable rights, and some only have streaming.
Yes.
And you offer both those options, correct?
Yes, that's right. So the download model is clip download model is really when a education publisher would take an asset to embed within their product, their e-learning courseware. Now we also do have that streaming service which is available, and we are able to take content which is how could I put it? Where the content might be used under fair dealing, etc., which we can't take advantage of the download model.
I think another question that was sent before, I think some people might have met with you at South by Southwest and I think lost contact with you. Is there a way that they could reconnect, or they want to know if maybe their channel wasn't the right fit and maybe that's why they didn't reconnect with you?
No, I apologise for that. Please do send me a email and we can discuss directly. So my email address is just Zoe, ZOE, at BoClips.com.
Okay, and I'll pass that along to them too.
Thank you.
Are there, I think that was most of the questions we had been previously sent. Are there more things that you would like to talk about with BoClips, or ways that people, we have in our Slack some way for them to sign up for it, but I guess they should just email you if they're interested.
Yeah, please do. I mean, either way is great. You know, as I say, please do contact me directly, or via the form that you have on your Slack group, or you can visit our platform as well. So it's just www.boclips.com. If you're very welcome to register. We can get you signed up so you can have a little poke around the platform at your leisure. If you would like to have a demonstration, then just contact either myself or do it by the contact us information on BoClips, and we can get you set up with the demonstration. But no, I mean, we'd love to hear from you guys. We're really keen to expand this. So.
And I think on your website too, you have a list of all the other creators that are already a part of BoClips. So
yes, we do.
If people had questions too that they wanted to hear from another creator, you could just go on there, figure out who else is there, and I'm sure people in our Slack would also be glad to talk to you, because I think there are a bunch of members in our Slack that are currently part of the BoClips group.
Yeah, I believe there are quite a few. So the easiest way to do so is if you go to the website. There's in the lower kind of third, if you like, of the homepage, there's a little carousel feature which lists the content partner logos. In addition, and in the footer, there's a link to content partners, and that will take you to a static page that just lists everyone. That is due to be updated in the next couple of days, next week or so, to list some new content providers that we've got from YouTube EDU channels as well. So, keep an eye on it. It does get updated quite frequently, but that would be the best place to go.
And if people create captions already for their YouTube videos, is there a way to send that to you for the videos that you use on BoClips?
Yes, please. And we can. We would love to take closed captions, transcripts, etc. For one of two reasons. Firstly, it really helps with accessibility guidelines, regulations, I should say. And secondly, we employ some third-party technology which will kind of sweep the transcripts that will in turn then embellish the search. So yes, good point.
And I think you said before there's probably like 13 or 14 metadata fields, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Just a handful that people fill out that help the user find the content that they need, right?
Yeah.
By like topic, and I think you said grade level, difficulty, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have a metadata set which is fairly robust at kind of 12, 13, 14 different fields. The absolute kind of key ones are much reduced. So if that number sounds alarming, in practice it doesn't need to be that alarming. So the most important ones are unique ID, title, keywords, description, and yes, I think that's it. And any transcripts as well would be fantastic. But yeah, it's really to make sure that the content can be retrieved kind of most successfully. The way in which the metadata works is the search will look for the amount of instances of a particular keyword or key phrase, and so as you can see, the more robust it is, the better return that your content will get on the platform.
Yeah, I think some of the fields are probably things we wish that YouTube had, so learners can actually figure out how to find the information that they need. We've been asking for like grade level and topic and stuff for a while, because it's really hard for people to find
exact
topics that they're looking for to learn.
And I think particularly teachers, that's how they direct their search more than a of course they might search for mitosis as an example, but they do want to direct their search, or at least filter their search by age group and other more specific fields like that. Absolutely. So no luck with YouTube on that quite at the moment.
No, I think the education piece of the pie is pretty small. So maybe. We don't have those features yet. We've even gone down to the level of, could you tell us, like, could you add like Common Core objectives and stuff in there? That's kind of what some of us desire that do the lower levels, or if you're doing AP courses in America, that kind of thing. Like, so you know exactly what you're looking for and how to like link lesson plans and things to them. It makes it easier for teachers and the learners.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's yeah, absolutely. The some of the feedback that we've received again is kind of aligning to curriculum standards, and we do offer that on BoClips actually. So users can search in a number of different ways. Firstly, just using your standard keywords, kind of Boolean searching. We have filters which you will get to after your initial search, which is duration and a couple of other fields. A more kind of USP of the platform is we can ingest taxonomy and curriculum standards to the platform. So on BoClips, we've got the US Common Core and the UK National Curriculum embedded, and there's a process that the user can go through to refine their search to looking for a specific learning objective, which is quite a powerful tool and does tend to go down quite well from both the B2B kind of route searching, but also the teachers receive that kind of functionality quite warmly in the testing that they undertook for us.
So people can, when they talk to you, they can give you like some of their backlog, and then do you also do like all future videos, or is it kind of like a pick and choose what you guys need?
So we would love to receive your backlog and also fresh content going forward as well. So content, well, as I mentioned earlier on, anything which is available to us, whether any restrictions, we would obviously not want to take that content on board because it doesn't work for you guys. Obviously, it doesn't work for us either. But as you produce new material, we can just take receipt of that and ingest it onto the platform very, very easily. I'm sure that you guys have found as well when you're creating your content, we've found it that kind of fresh material is attractive to the users. People do want to see new material coming through, and clearly there's a lot of material a lot of topics to cover as well. So, yes.
I asked the chat for any last minute questions, so I'll give them a little bit. But do you, is there anything else that you think we haven't covered so far that you would like to tell them about?
Oh, well, I could just explain a little bit about our kind of sales direction, I suppose. So we're based here in London. We have people working with us in the US, in Boston, in Chicago, DC, and Atlanta, most particularly. The US is of core interest to us, as is the Middle East, where we have representation in Dubai and in Lebanon, and Asia. Particularly Singapore and China. China is an enormous market, as I'm sure you guys already know. And we also have representation based out in China as well. So while we absolutely cover the world, those and the UK, those 4 territories are kind of primary focus.
Okay. And for subtitles, do you do multiple language subtitles or just one language?
We can do multiple languages. Yeah, absolutely. It's most predominantly in English at the moment, but we're pretty flexible. So again, we could employ third-party technology that can help us with that.
Okay. I don't see any more questions from the chat, but I'm sure people that are going to watch this later tonight and tomorrow will have some questions for you.
Brilliant. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for sharing your platform. And I'll give everyone this video and your contact info. So.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you. I'll speak to you soon.